The second game week gave football fans an early peek at how the big clubs will perform against each other with their new signings, as Spurs took on Chelsea at their temporary home Wembley, providing us with the first ever Premier League game to be played at the new Wembley. Many eyes were focused on Chelsea's £70 million striker Alvaro Morata, who joined the Blues from Real Madrid this summer, and midfielder Bakayoko, who joined from Monaco, to see how they would cope in the bigger league fixtures. Although Daniel Levy mocks claims of unsustainable spending and claims that Spurs' lack of summer spending has little to do with the club's new stadium costs, it is likely that there is an element of truth to these claims. Nonetheless, Chelsea's squad had been diminished slightly, following the suspensions of Gary Cahill and Cesc Fabregas, who saw red at the shock 3-2 defeat at home to Burnley last weekend. Although Spurs finished today's match with twice as many shots, it was Chelsea who had the first real shot on goal. 4 minutes in, Morata misses a sitter as he glances wide with an unmarked header. The subsequent 20 minutes witnesses a close fixture as both sides have chances. Kane takes a long-range effort, Lloris quells Chelsea's high-intensity attack, Ali snatches at a loose ball following Christensen's mistake, Dembele takes a 25-yard effort which is tipped over by Courtois, and Luiz has his left foot volley land in the upper tier. All unsuccessful. However, a moment of brilliance by Marcos Alonso sees his free kick fly into the top corner of Hugo Lloris's goal. The deadlock is finally broken in the 24th minute as the champions lead by example. Despite being only one goal behind, some Spurs players begin to lose their heads, as Eric Dyer demonstrates his frustration with a heavy challenge through Moses and Luiz, for which the English midfielder picks up a yellow card. The period before the half-time break witnesses more Spurs wasted chances. One free kick flicks off Bakayoko, to which the resulting corner is headed wide by Kane, who is still looking for his first August Premier League goal. David Luiz is booked after a cynical pull on Christian Eriksen, whose runs appear to be too much for the Brazilian to handle thus far. The resulting free kick showcases Eriksen's abilities, however, the Spurs players could not manage the much needed touch to get the equaliser. Spurs continue to pile on the pressure until half-time, with an abundance of shots seeing Kane hit the post. The Spurs fans begin to feel that the so-called Wembley curse is real for them, as they continue to struggle at the 90,000-seated arena. Kane had 4 shots in the first half, 2 more than Chelsea managed, demonstrating how wasteful Spurs had been in front of goal. Spurs continue the second half as they end the first, with a heap of crosses and attempts. However, the Chelsea's defence remains strong and resist any attack. Both sides appear to desire a more attacking option as they have made their respective changes in the 77th and 79th minute. Whilst Chelsea replaced Willian Morata with Pedro and Batshuayi, looking to kill the game off with a counter-attack, Spurs bring on Moussa Sissoko for Ben Davies, in search of that much-anticipated equaliser. The equaliser comes moments later through an unlikely source. After finding the back of the net to confirm Chelsea's league title back in May, Batshuayi finds the back of the wrong net in the 82nd minute, following an Eriksen free kick to bring Spurs level. The goal gives Spurs momentum as the fans are amplified and the players intensify the pressure. Things start to go from bad to worse for the Blues as Alonso is booked for dissent and Batshuayi's weak penalty claim is ignored by Anthony Taylor. However, after a mistake by Wanyama in the middle of the park, Chelsea are quick to pounce, and some quick interplay allows Pedro to find Alonso, who runs in from the left wing and fires the ball under Lloris in the 88th minute, although the French keeper should have done better. The lateness of the goal appears to have knocked the wind out of the Spurs' sails. Janssen is brought on in stoppage time, however the change is futile as Chelsea see the victory to the end. The win puts Chelsea level on points with Spurs, only below them on goal difference. However, at this stage it is very early on in the season and this is highly likely to change. Nonetheless, whilst Chelsea appear to have bounced back from their embarrassing defeat last week, Spurs have struggled to shrug off the Wembley jinx, which will only further distract the players in their upcoming home fixtures this season.